Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Lady of the Throne, Divine Astrology, and I am here today to bring to you your divinely guided messages using the Holy Bible. How I do this is I just randomly turn to a page, and wherever I'm being directed to go to is going to be the message for your sign. I do this because this Bible is derived from a very holy text that does mean a lot to me, and I hope that it means a lot to you to be able to receive divine messages from the heavens about what's going on in your life. I hope that you feel enlightened, inspired, influenced in a positive way, and you take the messages in as divine guidance, something that is put here to help. Pisces. Let's get your divine biblical message for right now. What does Pisces need to know? Amos. Amos, like famous Amos. Okay. So Amos, this is the book of Amos. And this is page 1177. Chapter 8. I was going to say chapter 7. I'm torn between which one I'm supposed to read. I don't know if I'm supposed to read 7 or 8. But I'll just say 8. Because my eyes fell on verse 5. I'm about to tell you. You know why. When I say it, you're gonna know why I chose 8. So it says, "When will the new moon be over, that we may sell grain, and the Sabbath be ended, that we may market wheat?" I'm sorry. The name of this chapter is "A Basket of Ripe Fruit." So the reason why I felt this is because, of course, new moon. See, I be trying to tell people that this whole concept of witch or concept of magic and like all this stuff that, came down all of these years, and then they twisted and turned it into something bad. It was actually in the Bible before anything, because remember, this is spiritual, and then the people made it into a religion in order to distinguish themselves from non-believers. That's what it is. But before anything, this is spiritual. That's why they watch the new moon. They watch the moon cycles. See, this is called a basket of ripe fruit. How do you know when it's time to eat? Back in the day, you didn't have clocks and watches in the beginning of time. You didn't have all of these things. You didn't have these types of technologies. You really had to study stars. You really had to practice divination. Even though the Bible just shuns divination a lot, but you have to watch how they're using it in order to understand what is meant by the words. Because watching the moons to know when it's time to eat and watching the stars is something that was actually not harmful, and it was a necessity to the people in the beginning of time. When will the new moon be over, that we may sell grain, and the Sabbath be ended, that we may market wheat? Remember, the Sabbath day was it Saturday, or was it still Sunday? I think there was a switch up, because when they changed time and brought in daylight savings time and started messing with the actual star system, and they started messing with astrology, and then all these other civilizations came after and started making their own clocks and wheels and all this stuff. Everything just got right. So basically, when is the end of the week, so that we can start marketing wheat, and when will the new moon be over so we can start selling grain? That's how they told time. Which is why the moon itself should always be held to high honor. The moon was created with the sun when the whole universe was created. So anybody that watches the moon, pays attention to it, does rituals to it. All of this is not a bad thing at all, because why? Look at how many things the moon has done for the entire existence of human life. It has really been helpful. So it says, and the Sabbath be ended, that we may market wheat, skimping on the measure, boosting the price, and cheating with dishonest scales, buying the poor with silver, and the needy for a pair of sandals, selling even the sweepings with the wheat. This is some ghetto stuff right here, because this talks about people bribing and hustling off of fruit in the BC era. See, you always had criminals, you always had gangsters, you always had thugs, even way back then. If this Bible's talking about the time when Jesus walked, then you already know it would only get worse after. So nothing new is under the sun. Everything that is happening right now is really just a repeating cycle of what happened in the beginning. There's always going to be people up to no good. Do you see this? There's clearly something here letting you know that these people were waiting for the new moon to be over so that they can so that they can produce things, right? Now these are people, and that's still to this day, all spiritual people, we all wait till we get to our new moon. And when we have our new moon, we know that it's time for certain things to happen. And for us to manifest certain things. That's how spiritual people are. And this is something that happened in the days when the Lord was even on earth. The Lord was fully aware of these types of practices because they were normal. This wasn't something that you just think is a bunch of jibber jabber. This was actually the way. It was the way. Which is why festivals, a lot of festivals are around new moon energy, full moons, holidays, or all these major events happens around these types of things, you know. And you just have to honor this, more. And I'm glad that a lot of people now are doing that, because this is the way that it was when the Lord was here. So this is about people who have been cheating people out of things that they deserve. People who have been buying poor people with silver, like bribing people, like knowing that because people need money, it's easy to bribe people that don't have that much by giving them like a little chump change, little money, doing things for them in a dishonest way to get them to do the things that they want them to do. It's like cheating people out of things. So what I'm getting here is that Pisces, people could have been trying to cheat you out of money, trying to penny pinch you, trying to humble you by not giving you everything that you deserve. I just saw native land. The land you live on, you're supposed to have ownership. People have measured and divided up something that belongs to you. It's this whole abundance that you have. This is like a cornucopia of abundance that you have. And you have been swindled by a bunch of crooks, a bunch of city corruption, a bunch of people who have full knowledge about your inheritance, about something that belongs to you, about your money. And they also are involved in some type of occult practices as well. Now, they have tried to cheat you out of things, but you are the source of the things that they are trying to get, or that they have been playing around with. You are the manifester of these things that they are trying to always take from you or keep away from you, but it's absolutely yours. The power is yours, the right is yours, the ownership is yours. Everything that is yours is yours. And these people know it. Mostly this is coming from your city. The people of your city who know. The land you've been living on, you have ownership, or you have, is yours. Something that these people have, they know. It could be your family is involved in hiding this. People have been sworn in to hide this. You have a lot of people involved in trying to keep things from you. It is a certain thing that is yours and is worth a lot of money, because over time the value has increased and constantly increased and increased and increased. And because no one else can have this but you. But instead of the people from your own city not realizing that they're on your grounds, they've tried to hide all of this from you because it's a lot. And they try to divvy up all of your possessions for themselves and keep you in a place of not knowing. And the craziest thing is, you know. Now, these people has made your land into a pagan land. You know what that means? A place of witchcraft, evil, deceit, dark magic, occultism, secrets. And because of that, it's going to be what they have made it. And that's where they're going to meet their maker and everything. But what I'm getting for you is that since God is telling you about this right now, there was a reason why I said famous Amos. Everybody is going to find out. If they don't know now, they're about to. You're going to be famous for this whole situation because of what an entire place, an entire land, all of these people have done to go against you because of what you're worth. God is basically not letting any of them get away with any of this. And that's all I have. Thank you. God bless.